Welcome everyone to today's webinar. We are meeting here to talk about Nebu Smart surveys. What I will speak about, I will touch upon those 5 key elements: specific, motivating, achievable, relevant, and timely, making in the smart world. Questionnaires, or even I will take it a little bit a little bit further. I will take the next step. So it's going to be about questionnaires and actually smart projects that will maximize your efficiency. Basically, what we all want to achieve is that we want to delight respondents. We want to grab their attention so we get more answers, more complete, and at the same time, you can actually start building the audience. Before I go into details, I want to set up the scene properly. So this particular session is meant to keep you rather inspired, but I want you to know what I'm talking about when I mention some of our applications. So basically, our goal is to help customers to collect, manage, and utilize data. We can help you with the entire chain of marketing research. We have this entire Nebu data suite consisting of several products that helps you to collect, to manage, process, analyze data, to create visualizations, reporting. And today I will speak about only 2 applications, so you know that this is the underlying engine, 2 engines that I referred to. So basically, I will speak about this connection between Nebu Panel Manager and Survey Builder, because those 2 tools has been created to help us create those smart projects. Starting with specific, there are 2 aspects that I want to focus on. So basically, you always want to make sure that you're reaching the right audience and you're reaching the right people with the right questions. If you are a panel owner already, you are always looking for new and more flexible ways to get people in. You want to have great recruitment, and at the same time you want to keep your panels well performing. You want to keep your members engagement really high. The same goes for your respondents, and for whenever you're buying sample, you keep buying sample. Some are better performing, some less, but just imagine that every time you conduct a research, you get a few people that already expressed interest in what you're asking about. They're eligible for the study, and you start creating a panel building upon the research that you're anyway conducting. I will mention later on a little bit more about the various recruitment methods, and that's why I will just move right away to a portal. So for our marketing purposes, I have created this coffee portal, Nebu Panel Manager. What you see, this portal is created on top of Nebu Panel Manager. So it's a very nice and attractive way to keep your members engaged. From here, from this coffee portal, you can tell a little bit more about your portal. It's like Nebu Panel Manager allows you to create multiple portals. So for example, maybe you're really specializing in a particular industry, market, or if you want, you can you can create several portals for several customers, several brands, several markets. They're always really nicely looking. This is a particular template I have picked out of hundreds of possible templates. We have a separate webinar all about creating portals, so I don't go into details. I just want to show this is kind of a new addition, that our portals are also supporting visually impaired people, which is always nice. And for some of you, especially for governmental organizations, it's becoming even a mandatory aspect. So again, whenever you're inviting respondents to become a member portals, you can do it, of course, through questionnaires. You can send emails to your sample. You can post links on social media, and you can also invite them through a portal. They can register right away here. And this is a registration page. What you see, this is actually a a Nebu Panel Manager questionnaire embedded on this website. What is possible that you can also embed those questionnaires on your own websites. We can facilitate that for you. I am already registered, so I will go ahead and log in. But basically, for the purpose of our demonstration, we have created this coffee portal. We keep building upon this coffee demo. So the theme is pretty clear, right? If you are a respondent who just completed a coffee-related questionnaire and you are interested in the topic, you land on this, you read a little bit, you're interested, you see rewards, interesting, you register, and from there we can keep it going on. And I want to show you also the relevant surveys. What I mean, if I go to an overview of all of the questionnaires that I have been invited to as a member, I will just show briefly a few. So again, it's not a rocket science, right? It's just a coffee-related questionnaire, but it makes me really feel okay that I'm landing on a questionnaire that is really related to what I'm interested in. And just to show you another look and feel, because with Nebu InterViewer, it's super easy to change the themes. I will also briefly mention that just a completely different look and feel, but still we are in this specific subject. Of course, our portals are available on any device. I mean, it's also important, right? You want to make it easier for members to reach from anywhere. Another aspect, motivating. Here, I want to speak of a few aspects. Of course, once you get someone to complete a questionnaire, you get their initial engagement, you want to keep it really high. And one way, quite efficient way, is to grant them points for completing questionnaires. Yet, if you have ever placed yourself in the position of being a respondent, you might know that it's very frustrating. Sometimes you're really willing to contribute and you want to get all those rewards and the money, and you just want to complete a questionnaire, but you're being constantly screened out, and we have also a solution for that. I want to show you how we can help you keep the engagement high with offering really awesome rewards and what are your options. And I want to show you a little bit about how you can create really fun and interactive conversational surveys. And I'm talking here about very simple things. We have a separate webinar where we go into using AI and machine learning. So there is much more that we can do, but even by yourself, you can do a lot. What you hear here, it's a slide showing Nebu Panel Manager, a manager view. So for every project, to every questionnaire, you can decide on assigning specific amount of points for complete, but also for over quota and screen outs. It's really important, because if you make it obvious for your respondents, for your members, that they will be rewarded anyway, they are much more inclined to actually click on the surveys that are available for them, and they are not afraid that they will again be screened out, or they will find themselves with an over quota end of page information, right? They know that there is always something waiting for them. If it comes to redeeming points into rewards, of course, we as respondents, we always complete questionnaires. We want something in exchange. We want the points, we want to be rewarded, we want the money. What you see here in the portal, there are two tabs available. If you are a client, you usually just pick for one of the options. So you can decide to go with more of an automated rewarding option. We are cooperating, we have integrated Nebu Panel Manager and our portals with Ribbon, it's a digital rewarding platform. We have also a separate webinar about it, so I go into details. This is a really good option, especially if you work internationally, because, well, of course, it's easy to distribute digital rewards, but also Ribbon takes care of conversion of the currencies for you and conversion points to currencies. There are a lot of benefits of using that option. The rewards are different per country. It can also be customized to your needs. Again, I will just not go into much more details because if you're because we have a webinar about it. And please let me know if at any point you're interested in one of the aspects. I'm 99% sure that I have a video about it already, so I will be happy to share with you. The other option is that you want to manage your rewards, your gallery shop manually. You can also do that directly with Nebu Panel Manager, especially if you want to also offer maybe physical rewards. You can manage that that gallery directly from the application. The advantage of using that that option is that you can also specify order questionnaires. This is again a questionnaire that you see, that form here, and per every reward you can have a different questionnaire. It of course makes sense, because if you still choose to grant some kind of a digital reward, you don't need to have a physical address. If you want to order yeah, a coffee machine, of course it's important to be able to deliver it to the particular address. It is also possible to grant your award on someone else's behalf as a present. Pretty much the sky's the limit, because this is a questionnaire and you can decide on what you want to include here. And the only thing is that in case of manual rewards, you have to manage distribution yourself. Both options are available, and this is a very efficient, effective way to keep your members really engaged and wanting to get the right rewards, especially if you keep that consistency, the right people being asked the right things and being rewarded something that is really flexible and attractive for them. And if it comes to the dynamic fun questionnaires that I mentioned about, this is a Nebu InterViewer questionnaire. I have created it myself. And again, I'm not a scripter. And I must say I had a lot of fun creating that one. And it's really simple. It's just using conditions on pages. Depending on the answer given, I created a different response. So for very good, yeah, that leaves nothing to improve. Of course, with a wing, there is always something to improve, but we are very happy that you are so content. And then different conditions, different options. And again, I'm not even talking yet here about connecting to the panel. So this is only what is possible on the Nebu InterViewer site. It's already a lot, and we will take it further soon. I will take it further. If it comes to achieving your KPIs, of course, this is very important, right? We have 5 key practices that we want and we like to share with our Nebu Panel Manager users. So as I mentioned, it's key to have multiple recruitment methods. It's always possible to send an invitation to a questionnaire. There are different ways, of course, emails, SMS, you can choose. It's possible to embed your questionnaires on pages like on the member portal. And at the same time, imagine that you can also create a marketing campaign on LinkedIn, but instead of promoting a new application, you create a banner that actually invites people to take part in your research. And from there, you can also convert those respondents into panel members, knowing that you can use also other tools like social media to really very properly find your right audience. You can define particular industry, job titles, age, the sky is the limit, and everything is accessible within flexibility of Nebu Panel Manager. I mentioned and I show about functional and appealing member portals available and scalable easily, so you can enter your own account from a mobile phone where you're maybe commuting and you have a little bit of time to complete a few questionnaires. I mentioned about points to rewards and screening fatigue, and there are two other aspects that Nebu Panel Manager really helps with achieving the goals and increasing efficiency is one, building a trustworthy and lasting relationship with your members, and the other one is knowing what is actually happening in your panel in terms of health and performance. Let me explain further. If it comes to building a report with your members, from a portal, anyone can send a ticket. So basically, if you have someone who's really interested and really willing to respond to your questionnaires, they are happy, they're getting their points, they are redeeming their points into rewards, it's a really nice cooperation. You want to take it even further. You want to make sure that that you're there for them in case there are any issues. You're really responding, and they just feel confident in that relation. So Nebu Panel Manager has an integrated ticketing system. All the tickets sent are in one location. There are no floating emails around. You never need to think about if a particular inquiry has been answered. It allows you to assign a particular ticket to a manager. You always can mention what kind of ticket type is it, because maybe it's about a reward, maybe it's about quality assurance. There are a lot of reasons why someone wants to contact you. You can always decide on the priority, and there are different states available. So if you're curious if something has been answered or resolved, you can easily check it out at any point. There is again much more to it. We have webinars about it. So again, let me know in the chat or Q&A and I will follow up with you. If it comes to panel health and performance, it's really crucial to know what is happening. What you can see here is an information about panel health of one of the brands, and this is actually the same brand operating on different countries. So they have a few sub-panels that are divided per country. So you can see Austria, Germany, Switzerland. There are much more. And that overview gives you an information about what is happening in the panel. The panel size, so current numbers of members. You have information about active panel size, which is a custom variable. It's up to you. Maybe it's 1 month that someone that has passed, someone completed a questionnaire or providing a survey. There is an ESOMER active panel size, which means that these are all the members that has performed an action within the last 12 months. You see what is happening also from month to month basis. Those variables are always referring to the last day of the last month, previous month, I mean. So you can see in percentages what is the panel growth. You can see the net number of how many new members recruited. You can see how many are unsubscribing in percentages, in numbers. What is panel load, so how many questionnaires, how many surveys are being sent to particular respondent per month. What is the completion rate? So you can really take actions if you see that something is changing, if you see that other panels are performing better. You can get your team together and share best practices. You can figure out what is happening, or maybe you're not utilizing your panels enough, and this overview can show you that. And below you can also pick, as you can see, you can pick some of the variables and distribute them over time to see trend lines for even faster and sharp insights. The other overview shows you the survey facts. So you get all of the statistics regarding your questionnaires. You see what the response rate is, the completion rate, what are the dropouts, screenouts. So again, you get all of the necessary information to take the actions to to pump up your questionnaires, maybe to change something in the communication. You know which campaigns are performing, which not, and you know what to do next. If it comes to relevant, this is the real magic of having a Nebu InterViewer connected with Panel Manager. So basically what is possible that the tools communicate with each other, and Nebu InterViewer will know which questions to skip if the answers that you're looking for are already answered. But there is another option. You can also skip those questions and you still want to have, for example, that data in dataset for further analysis. It's possible to force some questions, and you can create rules for time-sensitive rules. So I will show you that. And it's also possible to create custom JavaScript code. And Nebu InterViewer has a very strong, powerful JavaScript API. It's the most popular scripting language, and you can do really pretty much anything you want. And we can also help you if you don't have JavaScript people on board. Let me show you what this all means in action. So I will go to my surveys. I have created, well, just for fun, I was playing around yesterday. I have created 2 questionnaires showing you how it all works. I will start with the first, only showing you the front end here. Well, another completely different but still coffee theme. It's absolutely easy to make it happen. As you can see, I'm already pulling some information from the panel. So my first name, it can be also age, gender, last name. You can mention any of the attributes that you have already in Nebu Panel Manager. And from here, in this case, I'm only asking about coffee questions, and as you can see, I have those pre-filled because I already gave answers at some point to those questions, and I would like you to remember the answers. I will, of course, change it now, and in a second, I will show you how it looks on the panel manager side. So for the coffee, I will change it to no. I will say that I drink coffee because I need a break during the day, and I drink my coffee with a lot of milk. And from here, additional questions. If I live in Amsterdam, and apparently I didn't give my phone number, my mobile phone number. Let's just update it. Oh, and maybe I will change the city. This is the a nearby city where Nebu's office is, and complete. It's a very simple and short questionnaire just for the purpose of this demonstration, but you can also, I would like you to imagine that you have, for example, a longer questionnaire that is a research questionnaire, and only a few of those questions are connected with Panel Manager. That's also an option. And from here, let me go to an overview, and I will check the answers that I have given. So again, as you can see, I changed the city into Vormer. I gave my phone number, and I said that I don't like coffee when I need a break and with lots of milk. So this is how it is, and I also want to mention that because it's quite nice to know that the Nebu Panel Manager keeps all of the answers, so you have access to historical data, and all of the queries in the system you can also do on that aspect. Okay. From here, I would like to show you how this is actually done. Because it's so easy, you really have to see. So basically, this is a questionnaire I have created yesterday. It's just a few simple questions. By the way, you see the scripting principle. So in Nebu InterViewer, you create pages, and then you decide how many questions you want to have on the page. You decide on the vertical, horizontal layout. Again, we have webinars about it, so I'm not going into details. I want to show you that the name has been pulled from a panel using just this simple JavaScript command. For now it's JavaScript, but UI clicking buttons are on the way. Then I want to show you that actually we are having this expression here called save caps, because in the portal, in Nebu Panel Manager, in other questionnaires, I have created a question asking how many cups per day you drink. And I'm pulling that information into the data set. So I was not asked that question, but still it will be written when I go into the data set. I will show you that it's there. And it's as simple as that, 2 lines, and most of the lines are actually just explanations. So here you just say what is the name of the column in the data set, and this is the name of the attribute in Nebu Panel Manager. And from here, let me go to sessions. So to the data set, and as you can see, how many caps is being pulled from the panel whenever it's, of course, relevant, whenever there is an actual value. And from here, I want to take it further. I want to show you how easy it is to connect a question. So this is a copy of the questionnaire that you just saw. And in the second page, first I ask, I will just add a new question. I will just add a new question. It will be a text question. I will go to the actions, and there is a list of different actions that you can perform. Most popular are already available in the shortcut. And from here, I will look for the attribute that I want to use. And I want to ask about when I drink coffee during the day. And this is another rule, the time-related rule. As I mentioned, you can decide on upon the time frame. So if the question has not been asked in like last 30 days, 3 months, that it will be asked. And oh yeah, maybe let me just move it here. And when I go to publish, again, another nice functionality that you will see, it's the audit trail. And there is a nice way to version your questionnaire. You can see I was really playing around yesterday a lot. I cannot stress it enough. It's just fun to create questions in this application. So every time, so this is the currently published version, and every time you make some changes, like right now I have added a new question, you have to tag a version first so you know what the changes are. Once you have your questionnaire version tagged, you can publish it. Publish. And let's check that questionnaire. Again, Małgorzata, I said it's a copy of the previous questionnaire, but you can see that right now another question is being asked, not if I like coffee or not, but when do I drink coffee? So this is as easy as that. And another information you already saw, I filled it in before, so I will just complete that part. And the last step, the timely part. So basically, because of the fact that all of Nebu applications are seamlessly connected all of the operations are real time. You saw it. At the same time, Nebu InterViewer, as a web-based, modern, new generation application, allows you to make super simple API calls. So if it's possible on the third-party tool, you can make the calls that are executed in real time. It can be, and we also have examples of posting tasks to Asana, a project management platform, sending emails directly from a questionnaire, connecting to a CRM or sales platforms, or even to take the customization even a little bit further. You can, for example, pull some weather data. So you're not only saying hi Malgorzata, but it's welcome to our survey on this rainy, cold day, because you know that based on where I am, it's just raining right now. Well, in the Netherlands, it's not so unlikely. Real-time operations, and again, this aspect of collect, manage, utilize comes again here. I want to take a step further. So up till now, we were talking only about Nebu InterViewer and Nebu Panel Manager, but I would like to show you another questionnaire that takes a little bit more, includes also Nebu Data Hub into the equation. So I would like to go through a conjoint questionnaire together. As you know, this is much more complicated process behind, right, to create a conjoint analysis. So what you see here is a questionnaire created in Nebu InterViewer. You always get those few different components. So in this case, we are always asking about 4 attributes. We are asking about the caffeine content, intensity of the aroma of the coffee, price, and origin. And based on a particular amount of rotations and different options, we will determine what is the answer to your question, which of those combinations will be the best performing for your new product launch, for example. So let me just go very fast through that questionnaire. You know the principle, the principle behind it. This is it. And what is happening? That was a Nebu InterViewer questionnaire, but it is connected to Nebu Data Hub, which in real time is actually performing all kinds of cleaning, deduplication, restructuring, and applies our code that covers all of that much more complicated data analysis. And this is a Nebu Reporter dashboard that actually shows results. This is a live also dashboards, meaning that all of the results are right away being transformed into the widgets. So as you can see, this is a high level information about the importance of the attributes. Here you have another analysis and another widget presenting what are the values given to particular attributes. So for price, and yeah, of course, 10 euro is really very negatively rated. And altogether, this is a combination of attributes that gives you a success whenever you're launching that product to the market. So again, it's taking a step further, but if you already have Nebu InterViewer, if you have Panel Manager, Nebu InterViewer actually sits on top of Nebu Data Hub. So it's also accessible to you, and this is the point that I want to make. And yeah, I think I touch upon everything that I wanted to. What I would like you to take away from today's session is really efficiency, efficiency, and efficiency. Effectivity as well. So basically you really want to be doing the right thing and in the right way. You don't want to waste your time as a manager, as scripters. You want to really focus on where you can bring the most value and make some of simple procedures as easy and as much automated as possible. and you don't want to waste your respondents, your panel member time, it's much more likely that they will actually complete questionnaires and they will take part in them if they are smart, if they are fun, if they are being only ask relevant questions, if they are being rewarded for their effort. And what I want for you to, well, remember, and hopefully soon you will see it yourself, it's really fun to do those things. All of those steps I did by myself with some guidance, of course, of our product owner. But I managed to do it, and yeah, and it was really nice. So I'm sure that anyone can, even not very advanced scripters, which is also an advantage of using Nebu InterViewer. And yeah, if you have any further questions or requests, as mentioned, I'm pretty sure I have videos and materials covering all of the aspects that I talked about today. Please send it to marketing@nebu.com. This email will land on my plate and I will be happy to assist you. And of course, we are more than happy to take it further, maybe get on a more personalized call if you're interested to learn more about Nebu Panel Manager and Nebu InterViewer. Yeah, I think this is it. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that I inspired you, and please reach out if you would like to know more. Have a nice day. Bye.